Once Troy had fallen, the tragic fate of Cassandra, the daughter of King Priam and Queen Hecuba of Troy, took a dark turn. Taken as a concubine by King Agamemnon of Mycenae, she found herself embroiled in a web of deceit and betrayal that ultimately led to her untimely demise. Agamemnon, the leader of the Greek forces in the Trojan War, was also not spared from the cruel hand of fate. His own wife, Clytemnestra, and her lover, Aegisthus, would be the architects of his downfall. Agamemnon's decision to take Cassandra as a concubine was a controversial one, to say the least. As a prophetess blessed with the gift of foresight, Cassandra had already foreseen the fall of Troy and the impending doom that awaited its inhabitants. Despite her warning, Agamemnon chose to bring her back with him to Mycenae, disregarding the potential consequences of his actions. While Agamemnon was away at war, his wife Clytemnestra and her lover Aegisthus seized the opportunity to carry out their own agenda. The seeds of their treachery had been sown long before, as Aegisthus sought revenge for the crimes committed against his family by Agamemnon's father, Atreus. With Agamemnon's absence, they conspired to take matters into their own hands. The exact details of how Agamemnon and Cassandra met their demise are shrouded in mystery, with conflicting accounts and interpretations. Some sources claim that Clytemnestra personally took the life of her husband, while others attribute the deed to Aegisthus. Regardless of who struck the fatal blow, it is clear that their deaths marked the culmination of a tragic saga that had unfolded over the course of many years. In one version of the story, Clytemnestra welcomed Agamemnon home with open arms, only to betray him in the most brutal manner possible. As he bathed after his long journey, she ensnared him in a net and delivered the fatal blow, seeking retribution for the sacrifice of their daughter, Iphigenia, and the years of suffering she had endured in his absence. In this telling, it is Clytemnestra who emerges as the ruthless avenger, taking matters into her own hands and exacting her own form of justice. On the other hand, Aegisthus is portrayed as the mastermind behind the downfall of Agamemnon and Cassandra. With his own vendetta against the house of Atreus, he saw an opportunity to seize power and exact his revenge. It is said that he played a key role in orchestrating the events that led to their deaths, manipulating Clytemnestra and using her as a pawn in his own game of deceit and treachery. The fate of Cassandra, the unfortunate prophetess, is no less tragic. Despite her foresight and warnings, she was unable to alter the course of destiny. Some accounts claim that she met her end at the hands of Clytemnestra, who saw her as a threat to her own position of power. In this version of events, Cassandra's tragic fate is intertwined with the larger narrative of betrayal and vengeance that played out within the house of Atreus. In contrast, other sources attribute Cassandra's death to Aegisthus, who saw her as a symbol of the Trojan enemy and sought to eliminate her as a means of solidifying his hold on power. In this telling, her demise becomes a symbol of the broader conflict between the Greeks and the Trojans, with Cassandra serving as a tragic casualty of the animosity that persisted long after the fall of Troy.